welcome back to Let's Play Starsector, and we're currently kicking it with the Sindrian Diktat in the Asconia system at their capital, Sindria. I sees me some pirates up there, not a lot, but as I recall there is actually a bounty going. Actually no, there isn't. There is, however, a bounty going for someone in the EOS system. And I think we've got the fuel to get there, just about. Let's check our general resource level. We are very low on fuel. We do, however, have a good fleet. A quite good fleet. And we might want to get out of here before they realize all the smuggling we've done. So, my current plan. We're gonna go to 100 fuel, why not? Because fuel is cheap as hell here. Wow. Wowzers. That's actually a pretty good price for fuel. Since we're going bounty hunting, I don't want to exchange my crew for less experienced ones. Could probably sell this gun. As a matter of fact, we could refit and use those torpedoes like I keep talking about. Great for capital killing. Oh, we could even mount them on the gunship and just give them a deadly 1-2 punch. Or on the destroyer, not really nimble enough to get in. I think we're gonna mount it on the Leviathan. Maybe try to control that in the upcoming fight. This will mean reducing its ability to be a beast, but it is still just a beast in general. I think that'll do it. Like that, please. Otherwise, dead simple. Other possible weapons we could mount. This one with PDs or like salamanders, if we wanted to give it. Another option would be something like Swarm or SRMs would be interesting. I think what little money we've got we should preserve, however. How exactly cheap is fuel? This place is very cheap to operate out of. The only thing, there's not a bounty going on, there's not a ton of pirates, which means when we spend time here, we're not spending it, you know, killing people. Which is just unfortunate. Whatever, let's make really sure. Supplies are going for cheap, too. Let's make sure we can get to the bounty. Speaking of which, let's head to EOS. I'm not sure if we've been there before. That place is a little rough to go. In terms of, like, getting out. Like, just the astrography, the layout of the system. It's a little rough, so we're gonna massively fucking over-prepare. Unfortunate that we still can't have Marines, but we can't have nice things. We just gotta go kill some things. Mercenary patrol needs to get out of my way. EOS. Another bounty in EOS. That's where we'll make our fortune, or the other thing will happen to us. Pirates. It's not worth it in hyperspace. It's not worth it to go picking fights in hyperspace. You'll waste your fuel. If I could have picked that one off, nah. Let's just keep it going. I'm pretty happy with my fleet's capabilities. One of the major weaknesses I suppose we have, we could actually test. One of the additions to the game, because there was an update that I didn't notice, is that you can now have all your ships deployed, like, in the simulated battle. And opposing ships let's just take, for example, they have some frigates and they have some da-da-da. So we got a big pirate formation coming in. And we're deploying our entire fleet forward. In addition to being a lot of fun to just fight these big-ass battles, we can also see like what the pirate ships are and what they're configured. Okay, my point is, these fighters in particular really fuck with the gunships. Why are my guns not firing? Here we go. These fighters fuck with the gunships because what the gunships will do is they'll try to fight the fighters rather than fucking... Okay, go to autopilot. What they'll be doing is trying to... Because right now they're fighting the frigates, but... What they'll end up doing is like dogfighting with fighters rather than going after the capital ships. I observed it in a little simulated battle I was doing earlier. Now it's doing the smart thing. Now it's... Well, the frigate's kind of getting in trouble. I wonder if the AI can use those torpedoes. I might need to do it, because I don't know. And he's letting this guy lead him on a wild goose chase. Away from the rest of the fleet, yeah. I've got to tell him to rally round. Although he did beat the crap. Come on, dude, use your torpedoes. That's it. Assuming control. Whee! And again, this is just a little simulated battle. This guy's actually holding his own against two of the bastards. That's pretty impressive. The enemies are good sports, so they don't decide to, The enemies are good sports, so they decide not to shoot my command shuttle out of the sky. Doing a classic flanking maneuver. The way you counter that is hopefully by going like this. Now. Actually, no. They've got me in flank. Whoop. Interesting. Ah, the hammerhead showed up. Yay! Now we can fend them off a bit better. This guy's done a very good job of getting behind me because I'm a moron. Not to mention, remember, all my ships have unstable injectors, so if you shoot them in the engines, they're basically dead. Whatever. This guy's in range of the hammerhead, which is also tends to be a really fucking bad idea. Like that. You will also notice, despite me fucking up royally, the brawler is very tough. Now. There we go. Why is only one of my guns firing? Ah, it's the heat. Bonk. Okay, so, yeah. I didn't really demonstrate what I was meaning to. Whatever. We'll see it in a real fight if it happens. It's gonna be bad. Hopefully we can micromanage a little. That's kind of difficult in this game. Okay. Passphoros Daedalon. Looks like Daedalon's a big winner. Lucky them. Looks like we can't actually pick that. Dang it. Well, let's go to the one we can pick. Oh. Oh, you want to do this, Luddic Church? Of course they do. Go for it, you bastards. Every faction you're not in good with will do this. Aw. How about you go to hell? I'll be able to pay after I hunt your bounties for you. How about that, you bastards? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Perfect. Destroyer heavy fleet? Oh yes. Oh yes, he's trying to run. Oh no, you're not getting away. I'm gonna transfer command to the brawler with the torpedoes. I'm gonna assume control. And we're not going to assume we can beat them straight up. I don't think deploying the carrier will be necessary. I forget the specific composition of their fleet. If we need it, we'll deploy the fighters. I doubt it. I think we've got it. Maybe they'll turn to fight. Oh, they will. Well, if we want to get the fucking hound out of the way first, I wouldn't mind that. There we go. And now Mr. Hammerhead. Come on, bro. Oh yes, I'm your target. I'm your target, buddy. One of their destroyers might be getting away. Matter of fact, I'd like to very much prevent that. I think these guys got it. I think our Hammerhead could win in a straight-up fight, plus with the wolf there. I think that's the flagship. I didn't really get a good view. I want to prevent this fucker from just running away. Question is what these guys are doing. Whatever. I'm sure the AI will do fine. What worries me is I am barely faster than this fucker. Okay, torpedoes ready. There we go. Got a little bit of damage on the hull. But torpedoes are fun to use. And of course, we could have had a Hammerhead, but we don't have any Marines, so it's not even worth it to try. Some people debate whether it's ever worth it to board, like ever. Probably a fair question. Pulse lasers. Ooh, I can mount those on, you know, my guys. Speaking of mounting... Huh, this system's a lot different than I remember it. Well, I did come here in a different playthrough, so hey. We'll be back up here for the warp gate. We can head down there and collect us some bounty, assuming they don't die anyhow. What the hell ever. Relationship with the Luddic Church, there we go. Yeah, they're getting fucked up by the actual Luddites down there. We gotta get over there fast, collect on that bounty. Which should be easy money now that these bastards have been whittled. No! Come here. Oh my god. I bet you the bounty's gone. I bet you the bounty's done. Look at that. What's their speed? 137. Our Thunders. Both of our fighter wings should be able to catch up and beat the shit out of these guys. Let's try that, shall we? With the carrier and support if it's needed, but I doubt it. It's probably unnecessary. And I'm not actually in command of this engagement. Well, I mean, I'm in overall command, but I'm not actually flying any of the ships. I just wants to get over there and kill him. It's a shame we came here, you know, to hunt bigger prey, but 10,000 is 10,000, so you can't really turn your nose up at that. There'll be more casualties than if we deployed the big-ass frigates, but whatever. Gladius fucking super fighters. Yeah, the heavy fighters should fuck them up, hopefully. Interesting to see the fighter AI. And what they do and how it goes. Fighters have been implemented in the game for a long time. They're expensive as hell. Alright, there we go. Good work, everybody. I think someone might have died there. Yeah, someone died. Well... if I get the bounty from that, that'd be pretty good. Hey guys. The Luddic Church. They don't really, you know, sell supplies. Which is annoying. Such sins are tolerated in the Trader District. First off, is there anything I want to yell at? Because I got a wolf in this system last time. You wouldn't think it, because wolves are pretty high-tech. Mostly it's just defective shit. Also, the prices are a little above what I'm used to for some things. Whatever. There's a place we can, if nothing else, we can fit the, I guess the burst laser, or the pulse laser is a difference. Speaking of which, I've been thinking about removing the tack lasers again like I did before. I don't know. Burst PD. I don't know. I've never been impressed with Annihilators and how they perform. I think I'll keep this one just kind of loaded out to be a beast. Honestly, these two don't perform all that differently. So I guess refitting here, you know, really wasn't even needed. I don't like your price for supplies. Of course they're willing to sell, like... of course they're willing to buy, like, high-tech weaponry. I mean, come on. Also, apparently having weaponry increases the fees of your inspections. Which does make sense. And I guess it's time. Exchange veteran crew for greenhorns and see our profit. Actually, that's not bad as a profit margin. I do kind of want the extra money right now. This will correspond to a drop in our fleet's capabilities. But we should still be okay. We've got the thing to train up crew quickly. What do you guys even want? Ore, organics. No, that's what they have. What they want is very little. I suppose we could take up smuggling against the Luddites. I'd feel a little less bad about that. Aren't there like a bunch of ships? Radiation bombarded world. The home of the Luddic Armada. That sounds like the kind of place I want to go. This tiny little fucking place. Now here's some supplies. Eh. Still not cheap, but apparently nothing is ever cheap. We're not in good with the Knights of Lead. I doubt we ever will be. I'm not really into them. Unless they have something I want. could buy more Thunder multi-role fighters and increase the capabilities of our task force without really requiring a big increase in our personnel. I kind of just want to have some money. I've been feeling a little cash-strapped lately. Looks like the same as that price for personnel. What if I've got 5 Marines? What would our supply situation look like? That's not exactly... Three Marines. Alright, so 5 Marines is a good balance. We've got enough people to pilot the ships, hopefully. We're a little low. We can afford to run the shuttles. We can also afford to get... No, that'll increase our supply consumption. That's what I'm looking at. Alright, with Marines we can do the boarding thing again, which is... I find that on net it is worth it. Alright, let's get out of here. The longer we stick around, the more we're just begging to be hassled by these fuckheads. Nice. We did actually get the other 10,000. That's very nice. Probably should have bought those Thunder multi-role fighters. They're pretty good. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. What does Intel say about our bounty? That's pretty much, we're just bounty hunters. That's what you do. I would have loved to go over there and fuck people up. Ooh. Now that would be a bounty worth hunting back at Valhalla. It feels like that's the place to go. If we can get there. I mean, we can probably afford the fuel by this point. And the Luddites like us a little better. Don't hassle me. Notice how nowhere here is really a good place for a base, just because... Well, there's very few pirates, so you can't make a lot of money. And there's no real place with, like, enormous amounts of supplies, which is unfortunate. But the real question is, do you have anything good for... Now, of course, the lights usually don't. Ooh. Ooh. I want both of these. Not gonna have both. I don't think it's in the money, unfortunately. I'd love something like... I don't know. Now, I think my move here is get a dagger torpedo bomber, which will increase our ability to fight, you know, big stuff. That actually, I love dagger torpedo. We saw them earlier in the LP. And they don't exactly break the bank with their price. I mean, fighters are incredibly fucking expensive in this game. Probably to discourage you from just buying them and not using a carrier. It seems like using a carrier is heavily encouraged. Definitely a logistical priority. We want our good pilots on this one. At least our regulars at the baseline. Looks like we're gonna have to go over our supplies. Dang it. Get 5 more greenhorns. Get everybody worked up to full combat readiness, and I guess just pay out the nose, sort of out the nose for these supplies. Gotta. Maybe, probably, whatever. I'm done qualifying my statements. Notice how there's no fucking fuel. They don't sell like Starship fuel. It's really annoying. Also, they're spread out. There we go. Fuel for a decent price. Notice how much fuel we're burning now that we are, you know, a fleet and not just, you know, it's a bunch of dudes. You know, back to 100. We have a bit of cat. I guess I'll look at what they have, even if I can't buy it. It's good information to know. Piranha bombers. Think I'd want bombers, considering we're taking on like capital ships now, or we're hoping to. I am not actually that impressed by the Piranha bombers at all. Fragile as hell, you know, as many bombers are. And their actual bomb loads are pretty slow. Oh man. Lots of pirates out here, I suppose, but it's just... is it worth it to even... Okay. The bounty on Ragnar Complex is probably going to be gone by the time we get there. That bounty might still be issued. If they're strong, then other fleets might avoid them, but that would mean going back to Valhalla. Well, it's our only real lead. I don't even know if we're going to make it. But we can buy more fuel there, at least, if we run out. I'd love to intercept them, but it's not worth it to take even the slightest of detours. Oh, and we're kind of escorting this trade fleet, kind of. Because in this playthrough, we're not going to do anything to piss off the Independents, because I've learned my lesson about that. Fuck off. 35,000 credit bounty. I'm not sure if we can actually hack that. Also, it might be a good idea to go to Asconia just to... get some fuel, because I'm pretty sure we're going to run out before we get there. Alternately, back to Asharu. That's not a great bounty at all. I think we're gonna stop. If we stop off for a fuel stop, we'll have to pay. No, whatever. Let's check out Sindri real quick. Well, they're willing to do ball with us. The real question I'm curious about is there... because there's a pirate base here in Umbra, which normally means regular pirate activity, but it seems like that's kind of been, you know, smushed. Something to think about, anyhow. Supplies consumed, 2 per day. That's... just another one of those things to consider. I don't think we'd even want to buy anything, because we need to spend our money on more fuel. How expensive is... not bad. Considering the amount we're getting, it's not bad. Plus, maybe they'll like us for doing big business with them. Words. Might even want to get some storage in Cinder. Nah. I think we're just gonna go. You know what? Go to hell. I have like no fucking money. Just seriously go to hell. Yeah, they were mad at us for ducking the customs inspection. I am just rather sick of that. Okay. Hiding out near the Tree of Life. Let's go for it. Might be a bit big for us. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, if she's like the most fearsome commander ever. Maybe those are regular wolves. Maybe that's why. Really, Valhalla is still... Come on, I just bought a ship. No, those are D classes. Not too fast. We can catch everything they have. Let's see. Yeah. Get them. For this engagement, we'll just take the flagship. It's fine. Deploy all, except you. And the thing is, we could deploy like left and right and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know if that's needed. You know what? Fuck it. Let's not take this lightly. I don't want to take this lightly and lose assets. I'd rather overkill. It's not the most optimal choice, but it is... It's a thing. The Hound is gonna be trouble. He ain't nothing but a hound dog. Come on, bros. Turn and face me. Turn and fight for your honor. For your house. I'm going to assume the missiles work. Murderize this fuckface. We got him pretty good. Oh, that was a bad decision. I regret my life choices. Fortunately, I have friends. Now, one of them is gonna get away. The others are probably all screwed. Oh shit, that's coming for me! That took me a little while to realize that. Yeah, not doing great today, whatever. What the fuck ever, we win. Damn it! Whatever. Now it'll be your guys' turn. Smashed in the side with a missile. That's how I seem to... That seems to happen to me a lot. Put it that way. So we are just eating supplies. Level up. I think I'm gonna do that before round 2. Engineering is still so strong. This doesn't help us immediately. Augmented engines helps us. Probably enough to refit, I don't know. But augmented engines is really good. I doubt I'll do the armored things. More ordnance points. Or just something like flux capacity. Always a good thing. Navigation will help too. I think that's what we'll roll with. This will provide us some immediate benefits. Speaking of which, tell me about augmented engines. Increases the ship's top speed. Reduces the cargo and fuel capacity by 25%. That's the trade-off. Also maximum burn level by 2. Holy fucking shit. Deal. Fucking deal. The only issue is... I don't know if we should do that just right now. I think we should wait until we're in port, honestly. Before we make any major changes to our loadouts. Some of our ships sustain some damage. Just a bit. We've still got more than enough to hunt these fuckers down and kill them. Not to mention impress everybody. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a big bounty payment. It's gonna get even bigger. I will... Fucking... What's their speed again? See, their other guys engaged us, which allowed them to get away. I really don't want them to get away. This is going to be a big payday if we pull it off. We're going to take... You know what, you're almost repaired. I don't think you'll be able to catch up, so there's no point. Dagger torpedo bombers, this isn't really your thing, and you won't be able to catch up. I think this will do it. This is still enough force where they will just run away screaming. But they won't get far. Oh, one is turned to engage. Make a heroic fucking sacrifice, eh, bro? You guys kill him. I'm gonna order some ships to break and attack. Because I really don't want them to get away. He's fucking booking it. Oh my god. How is he moving so fast? He must have unstable injectors or something. That's the flagship. That's gotta be. There's no other way. If I can just get him to turn around. Look. No, on average. Whoop. Got him. Now what do I do with them? That's the question. Honestly, I try to keep them from retreating. Get behind them, make them change their course, perhaps. Whoop. Oh, got him. Oh, man. Actually, I should probably withdraw. Yeah, slow him down just long enough for our other assets to engage. Come on. Got him. Good work, everybody. That was a team effort. And not just in the usual sense where I say that because I'm Let's Playing. Reduced our cargo capacity, but there's ways to compensate for that, hopefully. Like, we're not really hitting our cargo capacity anyhow most times. Good work, team. Oh, yes. It's 1,000 from Ragnar Complex. Question is there any inhabited... Is that an inhabited world, like... Yeah, that is. It's Raysville.